Assalamu alaikum. The reason why I'm doing this short video is there was some drama today on Clubhouse, and basically this guy left Islam. I don't know if he left Islam or if he really became Muslim or whatever, but this is kind of a video that I wanted to do to address the reverts as well as the born Muslims. So a little bit of background on why he left Islam. He said that the Muslims were treating him like dog crap, right? Like dog crap. So he got specific and he said, the harshness of the neo-Salafi or, whatever. And I kind of wanted to talk about this. To the reverts out there, I guess I should start with the reverts. When you become Muslim, you do so because you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His messenger, right? You don't really want to join Islam or any other religion because I want to have brotherhood or friends or whatever. It's a whole belief system, right? So I myself have been Muslim for 30 years. 30 years. I became Muslim in a maximum security state prison 30 years ago. And so I've come in contact with a lot of people, a lot of groups, neo-Salafis, Sufis, people that aren't in any kind of clique or sect or whatever you want to call it. I've experienced a lot of people. I've worked for Muslims that have cheated me. I've been abandoned or not abandoned, mistreated by some Muslims. A lot of things have happened. I've seen a lot of things. I've been through a lot of things in that 30 years with Muslims. But not once, not even one time, did I ever consider leaving the religion of Islam. Not one time. Because I'm not in it for friends or brothers or whatever. Everybody knows my conversion story. I lost a lot when I became Muslim. That's exactly my point. When you come into when I came into the religion of Islam, I didn't do it because, I guess I should say why I left the religion of Christianity first. Why am I an ex-Christian? It had nothing to do with the way my father treated me, the way I grew up, the way he was harsh, none of that. It happened when I was 14 years old in a Bible study. Everybody knows that story. So from that point, I really lost my belief in Christianity. And so mentally and emotionally and spiritually, I checked out, right? I didn't find Islam till 5 years later, okay? Now, he brings some good points. There are some Muslims out there that are born Muslims. And really now I've been Muslim for 30 years. I don't even consider myself a revert to Islam, even though I am. There's a lot of people out there that are born Muslims that are the cause, are the cause of why some reverts leave Islam. Even though I don't personally agree with them leaving Islam, and I think it's kind of a weak excuse. Look, I don't even know if he even was a Muslim. It's not my place to say. We're not going to talk about that today, but he made a room today, something to the effect of why I'm leaving Islam or whatever, and he left Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide him. But I just saw an opportunity to talk to people, me being a revert myself, address the reverts and address the born Muslims. Now to the reverts. When you become Muslim, this may sound a little bit harsh, what I'm about to say, but it's true, and I want you to hear it from one revert to another. Don't ever think that somebody owes you something, right? Like when you go to the mosque for the first time, that somebody's going to roll out the red carpet for you. It just won't happen, right? They'll put you on their shoulder for a couple of weeks. Oh, mashallah, brother, you're clean. You're like a baby. You have no sin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave you. Mashallah, good. But from there, you're on your own, just like everybody else, right? Just like everybody else. So don't think that anybody's going to roll out the red carpet for you and treat you special, because you're not special, right? We're not special. We're all equal, except the ones that fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the ones that do amina salihat. That's what separates us, right? So to the reverts that are out there looking for, you're lonely or something, like, I don't know, there's some people out there, I've seen it myself, like, you know, they don't have any friends and so they became a Muslim. Like I know one guy that has done that. And of course he left Islam because he didn't find that. But the reason why we enter into Islam, speaking from myself as a revert, is because we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The brotherhood is just a bonus. If you find it, if you don't find it, it doesn't matter, right? It's like this with any religion. It's like this with Christianity. It's like this with Judaism. It's like this with atheism. It's like this with people in general, right? So, you know, trying to address both sides of the coin and try to do better, inshallah. You know, try to do better. Now, to the born Muslim, of course, you shouldn't put this revert on your shoulder and, hey, you know, but you also shouldn't leave him alone either. He's just like anybody else, right? Well, he's not really like anybody else, because a lot of us, we don't have families because our families abandon us. Some of our families. Some of them, they don't understand, and, you know, they kind of don't talk to us, and then they come back after years or whatever happens, you know, we get through it. And, you know, come Christmas time for the new revert, it can be pretty tough. You know, it can be tough on some people. It was tough on me, you know. Something like, hey, Assalamu alaikum, what's up, man? What are you doing this weekend? Or, you know, just how you doing, man? How are you adjusting to Islam? Something like that can be really big to a new revert, right? So, like I said, I don't want to make this video too long, but I just want to really, this needs to be talked about. This needs to be talked about on both sides. It needs to be talked about with the born Muslim who really kind of, look, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of, when I became Muslim, there was exceptional brothers that came around me and they taught me Islam, and they took me in when nobody would take me in. They taught me Islam. They totally showed me support when I went to the masjid for the first few months. Excellent brothers, right? But some of the reverts, they drop through the cracks, so to speak, and they get lost, and nobody knows where they are, right? So, to the born Muslim, what can you do? Just check in on it. You know, if you see somebody new face in the masjid, whether he is white or black or Hispanic or whatever he is, African, ask about him. And to the revert, when you go into the masjid, you are the one who has to reach out to your brothers. Don't expect somebody to put, you know, like I said a few times in this video, to roll out the red carpet Don't expect anybody to come to your feet, because you're not any special than anybody else in the masjid, right? So you have to kind of put yourself out there. People don't know who you are. You're new to Islam and you're new to the community. You're new to the masjid. So you have to say, Assalamu alaikum. Hey, my name's Ali. I just converted to Islam. First time to the masjid, kind of looking around. Have any advice from me? Do you have any programs in the week? Do you have the, blah, 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 whatever? You got to put yourself out there. And don't freak out when somebody, you give your number to somebody and, that friendship or whatever fizzles out or whatever. At the end of the day, you became Muslim for what? For who? Because you believe in La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and you entered into the religion of Islam based upon your belief. Again, the friendships and the brotherhood and whatever, and the marriages, whatever. That's just a bonus. That's a byproduct of you becoming Muslim, right? So that's all I wanted to say. Guys, reverse to Islam. Put yourself out there. Introduce yourself. The born Muslims, check up on your brother. See how he is. And we hope that all of those that, maybe those that are watching this video right now and considering leaving Islam because you're not being treated well in your own community. You've been left alone, or you've been abandoned, or you've been mistreated, or whatever. I really want to encourage you to rethink that and rethink why you are a Muslim, why you have left your prior religion and became a Muslim. Really examine your heart when it comes to that. I really want to encourage you to look, things are not going to be ideal wherever you go. Whether you're a Muslim, look, if I were to tell you all of the things that has happened to me in a period of 30 years, you would say, Ali, why are you still a Muslim? The Muslims are this, the Muslims are that, oh, they did you wrong, whatever. Well, the easy answer to that is I didn't become a Muslim to please anybody except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Period. I didn't leave Christianity because I was mistreated by my father. Like I said before, I didn't leave because of that. I left Christianity. I left belief. I went to church, Wednesday Bible study, Friday youth night, and Sunday church. When I was a Christian, I went to church for 3 days a week. I left Christianity at Bible study when I was 14 years old. 14 years old. I had found a contradiction in the Bible, and I asked the Bible preacher or the leader, the youth leader, about it. And he said to me, I didn't even know that was in the Bible. And I kind of looked at him like, but you're the guy, you're supposed to know, why don't you know that this was even in the Bible? And he couldn't answer my questions, and he just told me at the end of the day, you just have to have faith. I can't answer your question. I don't know. I didn't even know this contradiction was in the Bible, but you just have to believe. And as a 14-year-old boy, I said, no, I'm done. I'm out. I checked out. That's why I left Christianity. One of the many reasons, right? So please, if you are considering leaving Islam, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on you and guide you and increase you in your iman. But don't do it. Don't do it for the friends and the brotherhood, because you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. Think about that really, really carefully. You're going to be disappointed, whatever you do, wherever you go. Whether you go to the Middle East, whether you stay here in America, wherever you are, you're going to have problems, right? Some of the Sahabas, they had friction between each other. We read about that in the Sirah. right? Not talking about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm talking about Sahaba because they were men. Yes, they were better men than us, but they were men nonetheless who make mistakes, right? And there was some friction with a few of them, right? Humans, right? But they believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they never gave up on their Islam. Remember, to the reverts, you are only living a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years, 50 years, 40 years, whatever it is. We are all fading. We are all going step by step, day by day, back to our Creator. And at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Preparing in this life so we can succeed in the next. Isn't that what it's all about? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you in your iman. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you. But I really want to encourage you, don't leave Islam because of the people. Don't leave Islam. Islam is beautiful. I can tell you as an ex-Christian, as a revert to Islam, there is no religion, no way, no book, no man, no book like the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no better example of a man and how we treat each other than Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Go to the masjid. If you have complaints about the Muslims, complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase you in your iman. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that would never ever abandon you, ever. And this is the whole reason why we became Muslim, right? So that's all I have to say. Please consider it on both sides. Born Muslim, revert to Islam. Please consider it. Don't do anything for the sake of the people, but do it for that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.